years ago, we set forth on a journey to strengthen Scouting for our second century of service to America's youth. Since then, we've moved forward with purpose, holding true to the core principles that shaped our past and challenging ourselves to innovate for success in the future.
Tomorrow's looking bright.
For well over a decade, for various reasons, all the right reasons, we had sort of abandoned the field of dialogue about Scouting, and lots of folks wondered where we've gone, where were we, where have we been, and so we thought it was really important to start a process to reintroduce Scouting to the American people. For that decade period of time where we were quiet, we allowed ourselves to be defined by other people. We allowed ourselves to be co-opted for other agendas. We have such a positive story to tell, and it's been a great journey. It's been a lot of fun to kind of re-energize the notion that it's okay to talk about Scouting.
I think one of the positive changes between the relationship with the BSA and the local council has been the improvement in communications. Communications are now two ways, and they're very interactive with Bob's blog and with Wayne TV. And our opinions are being asked for, and I really believe those opinions are being valued. I really feel like the council has a voice, and that voice is being listened to.
Tomorrow's looking bright.
Local councils have embarked on a journey to excellence, and our collaborative partnership offers fuel for the main thing: providing more youth with a quality Scouting experience.
So as I took up my post, one of the things I felt was important with all that change going on, it was important that everyone at all levels of the organization, professionals through volunteers, not forget what this is all about. And the main thing is to serve more youth. So with all this change and all the strategic effort that was underway, it was important to me that everyone in the organization didn't lose sight of what this is about. It's still all about serving that individual scout at that unit level. Now that's important as we secure Scouting for the next 100 years.
Last year, 2011, which was the first year we did Journey to Excellence, 85% of our councils across the country showed improved performance. And you need to think about that for a second. 85%, that is a fantastic performance. Our councils are to be congratulated. We're very proud of what they have done.
In order to serve more young people, we knew we had to better understand the changing landscape of the American population. By extending our Hispanic initiative to all markets, the BSA is demonstrating our commitment to addressing the needs and concerns of today's multicultural markets more accurately and with greater cultural sensitivity.
The Boy Scouts of America had to reinvent the way we approach this community. We started out focusing primarily on the Hispanic kids. We added the Asian Scouts across America and the African American community. And we wanted to focus on changing the culture of the Boy Scouts of America in terms of how we appeal to these families, to their parents and their children. And it's going to change Scouting forever. There's no question about it.
And there's no getting around the fact that while being a kid these days is great, childhood can also be tough. 5 years ago, we set a course to face the real needs and issues of today's youth head on, even the really hard issues. Some needs, like providing kids a way to connect with the outdoors, are met perfectly with Scouting's programs. Other needs present more challenges. Clearly, the dangers and obstacles facing today's youth will still exist in the future. Scouting's youth protection efforts have always been paramount, and we continue to strengthen our policies and procedures to provide the safest possible environment for today and tomorrow's kids.
Boy Scouts of America is very proud of its tradition of youth protection. One of the things we realized early on is that in order for parents to entrust their youth to the organization, we have to be able to communicate that their youth are going to be safe. You can't talk about youth protection or prevention at a national level, and that's looking at prevention programs, and you will see certain terms such as too deep leadership, no one-on-one. A lot of people in those organizations don't know that those terms came from the Boy Scouts of America.
And 5 years ago, as we prepare to celebrate the adventure of Scouting's first 100 years, we spoke publicly about our equally glorious future. We reintroduced the American people to the real Boy Scouts of America, as we define ourselves, not as others define us, and what great tales we've been able to tell.
We said lightning was going to strike around the 100th anniversary. Well, it did. And I'm pretty confident it's going to strike again in 2013 when we host the first National Jamboree at the Summit. So our challenge going forward is to build on this great success, work harder than ever, and keep our momentum.
Together, we've ascended to new heights. We've stepped out boldly as an advocate for youth in America and reintroduced Scouting to the world. But as we reach toward the summit, we must ask ourselves,
where will our journey lead?